I'm done today. I hate to feel like I'm working for a living. I've just finished work. How about you, Matthew?
I'm almost done. I don't know why I get exhausted every day.
Maybe we'll be home about the same time?
I might be late. I'll be late.
Oh, you had some plan today? Did your boss ask you to go out for a drink or something?
No, nothing like that. If that's the case, I'll turn it down immediately.
Then what?
Yeah, I got a call from Mom today.
What did she say?
You know she lives alone now. She seems to be lonely. I didn't have to worry about her before because there was Dad, but...
After your father passed away, she's been very sad. I'm sure she misses him. And she needed something from you?
No, nothing special. She just wanted to hear my voice.
Then why?
Well, I miss her too. I need to see her regularly.
I see. But you didn't go see your father that much, did you? You didn't even see him that often.
Isn't that normal for Dad?
Is that so?
Dad was very strict, so Mom protected me. She was always kind and I love her.
Okay. So you don't need dinner today? If you don't need it, maybe I'll eat out and go home.
Help yourself. I haven't had Mom's dish in a while and I'm sure she'll cook for me, so I'll ask her.
Oh well, then I'll just go eat out. Please have dinner with her.
Okay, bye.
Matthew, how long are you going to stay there? Isn't it time for bed for your mother? It's not a good idea for staying so long, even if it's your parents' house.
Oh, right. It's already late. We were talking about the old days, and we were laughing a lot and having a good time.
That sounds like fun, but maybe it's time to leave? It's about her bedtime, right?
I know, but she's still up. She seems fine. Well, it's my mom, so I don't have to worry about that much.
That's not how it works for me. It looks like you went to your parents' house because I don't do chores. I'm trying my best. Come home and take a shower.
Oh, actually, I took a shower before I ate dinner.
Huh?
Mom let me take a shower since she thought it would be more relaxing if I took it first.
Hey, you're not a child anymore. You're married and you have a family. You can't keep relying on your mother.
Why are you saying that? She's doing everything for me, and you're telling me to turn it down?
No, that's not what I meant.
That's what it means, right? See, you're mad at me. Or perhaps you're jealous.
No, not like that. I'm just considering common sense and telling you. You visit your mother often. Is that okay? Why are we even married then?
Yeah, you're right. I know.
Whoa, what is it?
I'm a genius. I came up with a good idea.
Huh? A good idea?
Yep, but I won't tell you now.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't say like that. Anyway, I'll go home.
You're incoherent, but... Fine. Well then, be safe on your way home.
Thanks.
Matthew, I don't understand. I came home and your mother is here. Why?
I didn't tell you, but Mom and I decided to move in together. We miss each other, so...
What? Excuse me? You didn't even ask me about it. How can you decide such an important matter on your own? I really can't believe it.
She's my parent. Why should I ask you for permission? It's my decision, right?
This is our house. Of course, your mother is our family. But we are the ones living here. Isn't it normal to tell me first?
Yeah, we're family, so you should know that we miss each other.
Hold on. I don't want you to treat her like a family only at time like this. Yes, we are family, but you know how mean your mother's relatives were to me when we got married? Have you forgotten? You didn't care at all.
No, but I don't think they did it on purpose either.
God, we're not getting anywhere. Anyway, I'm not going to live with your mother. Our house is not that big.
I know. Then we can make a room for her. That way, even if it's not big enough, I'm sure Mom will only spend time in that room.
Huh? What are you saying? I'm saying we can't make that room. We only have 2 rooms. One for your hobbies and the other for our workplace. I sometimes bring work home, so...
You can work at the dining room table. Then we'll have an empty room.
You don't have to do that. Her house is big enough. It would be better if she could use that big house as she pleases.
Then we'll move in.
What a fool! Don't be silly. You don't have that kind of time or money, do you? Moving is not that easy, you know. Do you understand?
Then you just have to put up with it.
Huh? Are you crazy? We are husband and wife, but deciding to live together or move out on your own? I don't think any wife would agree to that.
You're so narrow-minded. Can't you be more kind to your husband and parent-in-law?
How can you say that? You didn't come to my father's funeral. Let me tell you, your father and mother didn't come either. Well, I didn't say anything because they lived too far away and it would be difficult for them to come.
You're not a Christian, right? I had no idea what kind of funeral it would be. I was just wondering. And the time passed.
You can make any number of excuses later. You could have just asked me. There's no one in my family who would accuse you of not knowing.
Well, yes. In fact, the main reason was that it was too much trouble to go.
I knew it. I knew from the beginning. So you know, I don't want people like that to say I'm narrow-minded or not nice.
Well, what's the point of talking about it now? Just do as I say. When Mom comes over, please help her. Make it easy for her to spend time in our home.
What? How selfish.
I left early today.
What? Why? Are you sick?
Nope. I have to go home early sometimes since Mom misses me.
What? She's not a child.
I know, but I was worried that she might be lonely. I couldn't calm down when I thought about it. I felt like I had to go home right away. I'm such a sweet son.
What is that? I'm speechless. In the first place, you said we'd never lived together before we got married. You were lying?
Because if I have said we'd live together, you might not have married me, right? My ex-girlfriend dumped me. Mom is important to me. And if you marry me, she'll be your mother-in-law. So, it's only natural. You and my ex are both crazy.
You guys are the ones who are crazy.
What the hell?
The other day, your mother, she thought I wasn't looking and tried to put razor blades in my food. I was horrified.
What? How could she do such a thing? You're just being paranoid.
No, I took a picture of it too. I was pouring the soup in a dish, she said she would do it. And she was sneaking around doing something behind my back. I knew she was doing something bad.
That's misunderstanding. That's how you're trying to make her look bad.
Huh? She's absolutely the bad person, putting a razor blade in the soup. Am I like a popular star or something? From now on, I'm not going to ask her to help me cook. I don't want to get hurt.
Do you feel good saying bad things about Mom? She's your husband's mother. Then why don't you take care of her yourself? I have a job. I can't stay at home every day.
When I made spaghetti, she told me she couldn't eat my food. She said she had never eaten such a disgusting dish. If her son is not there, she's just a selfish old hag.
Hey, you call my parent a hag? That's what happens when you don't cook the food she wants to eat. If she says your cooking is bad, you should learn how to cook.
I'm telling you, why don't you cook for her? From now on, I'll only cook for myself.
Hey, what's this lunchbox?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Only apple and crackers?
Huh? At least I made it for you. You have something to eat. If you have a problem with it, why don't you make it yourself? I've already declared that I only cook for myself.
Huh? I don't remember agreeing to it.
Oh, really? But I definitely declared it. Then why don't you ask your mommy to cook for you?
You're the one who said you wouldn't let Mom cook. Besides, she can't get up in the morning. Don't you feel sorry for her if you force her to wake up?
Huh? She seems to have a lot of energy. She forced me to live with us. She can't be a spoiled brat.
Hey, watch out for your language. You're my wife, remember? Just shut up, do your job and chores, and be good to me and Mom. God, give me a break.
When I asked her to make you a lunchbox, she said why she has to get up early for your lunch. It seems like it's too much work for her. She told me I, the wife, have to make it. She doesn't make it because it's a pain in the ass.
Mom would never do such a thing. If you keep lying to me, I'll divorce you.
Then let's divorce.
What?
I was thinking of holding out just a little longer, but I can't anymore.
What? Are you saying we're breaking up?
Yeah, that's the plan. Because, you don't need me. You just want to be with your mommy, right? I'm not a housekeeper for you guys.
I didn't say you were a housekeeper. I'm telling you to do your duty as a wife. That's enough.
What you people are doing is bullying. You can do this because you think of me as a housekeeper, not a wife. I'm a fool for realizing it now. I'm sick of it.
You're going to say that much? Then I'm done. I can have a good time with her even if I don't have you. If you can survive on your own, go for it. I'm sure you'll suffer soon. Let's see how long you can last.
I've been working with pride. I make enough money so that I don't have to worry about being alone. Well, I'll talk to the lawyer, so expect a document from him.
Yeah, do as you like. I'll fill it out once I receive it. Avery, where did you go? I said to divorce you emotionally, but I want you to come back.
I can't tell you where I am, and I can't go back. Once I get all my stuff out of there, I'm going to get rid of you and your mother for good.
Don't say like that. Mom always complains about me. Like, I don't cook well or I'm not good enough. I don't want to hear that every day.
I know. I told you the same thing, but you blamed me for everything. You deserve it. Good luck with your mom.
That's not all. When I come home, there's a pile of garbage. I have to start by clearing off the table.
That I've done every day. I've done it without complaining.
I can't do that much. I don't want this house to be a dump anymore. Please, help me.
A dump? That's the worst. I gotta get my stuff out of there. Hey, my stuff is safe, right?
I don't know.
Huh?
Hey, give me one more chance. How about we start over as a proper couple? I'll help you with everything from now on.
Help what?
Huh? I'll help with what I've been told.
It's not enough to do what you're told. I can see you not making any actions. I know you well.
I'll do whatever you want me to do.
That's enough. I don't want anything from you. I'm going to work as hard as I want. I don't have time for you.
Wait, you're going to leave me like this? I'm in real trouble. Were you such a cold woman?
You're the cold one. When I was in trouble and asked you for help, you didn't do anything, did you? Besides, I'm a stranger now. I have no obligation to help you.
Don't say that. I'll make her leave the house, so please start over with me.
That will never happen. Your mother wants to live with her son. You'd better accept her wish. Bye-bye. After the divorce, it seems that Mommy Boy continued to live with his mother, complaining. But the garbage was all over the place. She never cleaned the house or did the laundry, and she complained that the food was bad. In addition, he is forced to give her money to go out. And to top it all off, they charged me a huge property tax for my parents-in-law's house. Matthew started to hate her, who he used to love so much. I guess it's only natural, even though he's her son. He left work early for her occasionally, and he got fired from his job after he was caught falsifying sales accounts. I think he should be a full-time son and take care of his mom without leaving her side. I think that's what he deserves. On the other hand, I am now living on my own, having a fulfilling work and personal life. I'm about to get promotion soon. Every day is amazingly comfortable. I will make an effort to continue this comfortable life. I am very glad that I was able to get away from that mommy boy.
Hey Mia, today is the day you're going to come and do our housework, isn't it? What do you mean you can't just because you have to work overtime? Since you married Oliver, your duty is to take care of your mother-in-law, and I'm saying it's your job to do our housework every day. I'm sorry, Amelia. I'm afraid I'm going to have to work overtime for a few more days. I'm sure things will get easier after that. Huh? You're still saying that? I don't think you're capable of taking care of Oliver either. Are you even doing housework at your place? Well, half of the time Oliver helps me. He's better at housework than I am, probably because he lived alone for a long time. That's not the point. A wife is supposed to take care of the house. No matter how good Oliver is at housework, it's a big mistake to ask him to do it. If this is what it's come to, I should never have let you marry him. I feel so sorry for him. And you're neglecting your mother-in-law. That's not true. After the overtime period is over, I'll definitely go do some housework, so please wait just a little longer. Well, you're not going to be any use to me when you get here anyway. Please don't say that, Amelia. By the way, you are free 2 weeks later, right? Oh, about me giving you a ride? Yes, I've got it in my schedule. I'm also taking a paid holiday, so I'm fine. I have to keep reminding you since you're not a reliable person at all. I'm sorry, but I'll be there that day. Instead of apologizing, you should rethink your life. I told you to quit your job when you got married. There is no way someone as clumsy as you can manage both work and housework. This is the kind of sloppy thing that happens when you don't listen to your mother-in-law. Yes, I will try my best to be the kind of wife you want me to. Mia, what's going on? I heard from Oliver that you went back to your parents' house. You're supposed to give me a ride, remember? Don't tell me you've forgotten about it. Good morning, Amelia. This is no time for greetings. Have you forgotten your promise to me? As you probably heard from Oliver, my mother is in a critical condition. The situation is very unpredictable. I'm sorry, but could you please use a cab for the ride? It was so sudden, so I'll pay for the cab fee. But I would like to stay with my mother for the time being. What are you talking about? What? Who told you that you could break the promise with me and go home? Since you came to marry into my family, what I say is absolute. But what are you doing? I don't care about your mother. But my mother is in a critical condition, and I don't know whether she can make it or not. So? Huh? That's none of my business. What does your mother's critical condition have to do with you breaking your promise with me? Don't make me say it over and over again. You are my daughter-in-law. Come home now. But... I guess you didn't come back after all. Mia, what are you doing? How dare you disobey me? Amelia, my mother passed away a few minutes ago. What? I'm sorry to hear that. Then you don't have to keep her company anymore, do you? What? Your mother already went to heaven, didn't she? So come back. You'll be back in time to give me a ride. Are you serious? Of course. How heartless. Tomorrow is the wake, and the day after tomorrow is the funeral, so I can't. Of course you can. I don't care about your mother's funeral. Golfing with my daughter is my top priority. That's terrible. Since Sarah is there, why don't you ask her to pick you up? I'm sure she will take care of it. What? You want my daughter to drive that far? Are you kidding me? If you come back now, you'll make it in plenty of time, so come back now. I have my mother's funeral. The funeral will go on without you. You have relatives there, don't you? What kind of a person are you? You're going to play golf without attending my mother's funeral? Of course I am. I've been looking forward to it for a month. My daughter Sarah must be looking forward to it too. I have a lot of things to discuss with the hospital, so I will leave now. Wait a minute. We're not done talking yet.
Hey Mia, I'm on my way. Are you okay?
Hi, Oliver. I'm feeling tense right now, but I'm okay. My relatives came early and they're all helping me.
Right, well, give my regards to everyone. I'll hurry.
Anyway, about Amelia.
What's wrong? Did she do something?
It's just that I've been asked to pick her up on the day of the funeral.
Pick her up?
Yeah, she was going golfing with Sarah.
Huh? She asked you to take her to and from golf? What is she thinking? She must be out of her mind.
So she told me to come back. She said the funeral can go on without me.
That's insane. I'm disappointed in my own mother. Why does she have to be so heartless?
Maybe she misses you?
Huh?
I think she feels like I stole you from her. When we got married, she said, "You're taking away my son from me."
That's what she said to you? Why didn't you tell me?
Because I think I understand how she feels.
But this is a different story. How can she ask you to cancel your mother's funeral? How can she do such a thing?
I can't believe that she can be so heartless. I have to think about my relationship with her. After the funeral is over, the harassment will surely continue. You don't have to listen to anything my mother says, okay? Yeah, of course I'm going to attend my mother's funeral, but I'm worried about her. I'll take care of my mom. In the meantime, I'll try to contact my sister. You don't have to worry about anything. Just think about your mother. Thank you. Mia, what do you think you're doing? I told you to come back immediately. I have a limit, so you better come back now. If you're going to leave me alone any longer, I've got some ideas of my own. I'll have to consider you divorcing Oliver. Tomorrow is my long-awaited golf day. You should come back no matter what. You got that? It's going to be one hell of a golf day. What? How dare you finally reply to me like that? You better watch your mouth. Hey, Mia, you finally didn't come back. Does this mean you're divorcing Oliver? How can you put your mother's funeral before your mother-in-law? That's unforgivable. You should be ashamed of yourself. I don't understand what you're saying. Huh? Oliver has always been there for my mother. He's a really kind person. He said you're ruthless. What on earth are you talking about? I told him the truth, that you said you didn't care about my mother's funeral, and I was told to give you a ride so you can go golfing that day. Why did you say such unnecessary things? Doesn't that make me the bad guy? In the first place, my mother passed away. Not showing up and going out to play golf on the day of the funeral itself is unbelievable, isn't it? Shouldn't there be at least a message or something? What are you talking about? There is no way I would do that for a mother of useless daughter-in-law. Frankly, I don't care about you or your mother. I'm happy as long as Oliver is around and I can go golfing with Sarah from time to time. My happiness doesn't need you. I see. I'm so sorry you feel that way. Hey, Mother? Huh? Oliver, is it you? I've been watching all the text right now. What? How dare you do such a terrible thing to Mia? It's the first time I've learned that my mother has been bullying her. What are you thinking? Did she say that? She said such a thing? She has been doing exactly what you told her to do without saying a word until now. You're my mother, and she didn't want to make the relationship worse. You took advantage of her kindness. I won't forgive you. Oh no, all I wanted was for Mia to be aware of herself as a wife. I was just educating her. Is it education to not allow Mia to return home when her mother is in critical condition? Is it education to not allow her to see her mother's final days? Is it also education to not allow her to attend the funeral? Well, what kind of education is that? That's the worst kind of education. I'm really disappointed in you. It's unbelievable that you were going to play golf on the day of her mother's funeral. I promised Sarah a long time ago. Sarah said she was forced to play golf with you. Huh? She said she turned you down once because she didn't feel comfortable going golfing with Mia as your private driver. But you were too insistent, so she said yes, with the intention of switching driving duties with Mia. Did you talk to Sarah? She's here right now. What? Why is she there? She was supposed to go golfing with me. Why? You're really crazy. She rushed here when she heard Mia's mother passed away. Mia's always been so kind to Sarah. She said she can't just ignore the fact that her sister-in-law's mother passed away. She says it's crazy of you to try to go golfing on a day like this. Huh? Sarah said that? Why would she take Mia's side? She's my daughter. It's not a matter of who's taking whose side, is it? A person passed away. Sarah's normal. You can't just go golfing with someone who's grieving the loss of someone close to them, can you? Oh, no, I was looking forward to it. You can go golfing anytime you want. Why do you have to take Mia to be your driver on the day of her mother's funeral? You're crazy. You have no right to take away my fun. Then you go alone. Huh? You were looking forward to it. Then go by yourself. You want me to go alone? You want me to go by myself without a ride home? If you have the energy to bully her that much, you should be fine. Go call a cab and go by yourself. Sarah and I will attend the funeral. Oh, no. Why are you taking away my fun? I don't care. Suit yourself. Mia, what's all this about? Because of you, something terrible happened. What is it? Don't play dumb. I've been broken off the relationship with Oliver and Sarah. They think I'm a cold, heartless mother, so they're leaving me. I agree, and I'm going to break off the relationship with you too. Huh? Isn't it natural? You told me you don't care about my mother's funeral. Do you think I can forgive you? I probably won't be able to forgive you for the rest of my life. My precious mother's life was disrespected, and on top of that, you disrespected her funeral. Please stop harassing me or my family. Mia? Until now, I have tried my best to be your daughter-in-law. Of course, I'm sure there were things I did not do well, but I wanted to get along with you. But it never worked out, or you never intended to accept me at all. Since my husband has left you, I will not associate with you as a daughter-in-law anymore. Do you really think you can be that cocky in your position as a daughter-in-law? I am no longer your daughter-in-law because I have nothing to do with you anymore. Besides, I've had enough of your harassment. Now, if you'll excuse me... Wait a minute, Mia! Hi, Mia. It's been a while. It's been 2 months since your mother passed away. Are you okay now? Are you back to work already? I wanted to apologize to you. Please, could you write back to me? What is it? I don't think we should be talking anymore. You and I are strangers. Don't be so cold. I'm sincerely sorry for my behavior. Huh? I was just saying selfish things without considering your feelings. I think it's too late for you to realize that. I've always felt like you stole Oliver from me, and I've been lonely. I was jealous. That's why I've been so cold to you. I'm really sorry. So, I'm living a lonelier life now that my son, my daughter, and you have broken off the relationship with me. I'm sure you are, but it has nothing to do with me. Could you please forgive me without saying that? From now on, I will take care of you, so I need you to convince my son and daughter to come back. Don't be silly. How selfish can you be? You tried to sever my relationship with my mother forever. If I had listened to you, I could never have said goodbye to my mother. And how could you say such a thing? I'm really sorry. I sincerely regret my thoughtless behavior. Just because you're a family, there are things you can do and things you can't do. People like you who can't even judge such things, I don't think Oliver or Sarah would forgive a person like you. As long as those two have no intention of getting back to you, I have no intention of getting back to you either. Oh no. I know you are sad, but you can't do anything about it because it was all your fault. Please think that you have been punished for your behavior and do your best to live your life alone. Mia, please don't say that. My son and daughter are refusing to even listen to me. You are the only one I can ask. You must convince my son and daughter. Please. I refuse. After my mother's funeral, I told you I would never forgive you. Have you forgotten? If you want to convince them, you can do it yourself. Mia, don't say that. I'm so lonely. You can't ask me. I'm a stranger. I have nothing to do with you. I will block your contact information just like Oliver and Sarah did. Please don't think of relying on me in the future. Don't do such a terrible thing, please. Please think carefully about who is the one who did the terrible thing. Now I'll leave you alone. Wait for me, please. I don't want to be lonely anymore. Please help me. After that, Amelia was left all alone and was forced to live a difficult life both mentally and financially. No wonder, because she used to ask me for some money when her pension ran out. Mentally and financially, she would have liked to ask for help from Oliver and Sarah. But it seems that the two of them will not listen to her. According to her relatives, she has turned completely depressed and she has aged very quickly. I feel sorry for her. but I am not ready to forgive her yet either. Oliver and I are getting along just as well as ever. Now that the wife snatching is gone, I too am enjoying a stress-free and happy life. I also see Sarah on a regular basis and have dinner and tea together. We enjoy chatting. I wonder if one day Amelia will be included in this family.
Sharon,
Yes, Ruth? How may I help you?
are you still at work?
Yes, I am. Kevin and I are talking about doing our best at work until we have children.
What are you talking about? You've been married for a year already. Shouldn't you have a child by now?
I think it's still too early for us.
Do you know why you can't have kids?
That's a hard question. Children are given to us by God. I don't have the answer.
What a silly thing to say. It's because you're not quitting your job.
What does my job have to do with it?
Well, if you live a busy life with a lot of stress, it's hard to have children.
But fortunately, I'm not stressed out. I work with nice people who know each other well. I'm blessed with a nice workplace.
You're a very easygoing person, aren't you? If you keep going like that, I will never be able to hold my grandchild.
It's hard to hear that directly from you. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I hope you can have a baby as soon as possible. Quit your job.
You can't just do that right away.
Are you still trying to talk back to me?
I'm sorry, Ruth. I have some urgent documents to prepare. I'll see you later.
Sharon, can I have a moment with you? I forgot to tell you yesterday. Did you finish your work already?
Yes, I just arrived home. What is it?
Are you making packed lunch for Kevin regularly?
No, we both work, so it's not easy to make lunch every day. That's why we just buy lunch or eat out. Kevin agreed with me on that.
What? I'm so stunned. From the time he was a student until he got married, I've been preparing his packed lunch. There wasn't a time I didn't prepare him lunch. I'm ashamed to hear that you're not even capable of doing that.
I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of. Every family's situation is different. Many couples work together now, so many people don't bring their packed lunch.
I don't care about other people. I'm talking about you.
I see.
It's a wife's duty to serve her husband, right? You neglect your duty just because you're working? Kevin is being too nice to you. I think he needs to stop that.
I'm sorry. I'll try to prepare his packed lunch as much as possible.
Isn't that obvious? That's why I told you to quit your job. But you didn't listen to a word I say. Anyway, are you taking Kevin's shirts to the dry cleaning?
Dry cleaning? We don't take Kevin's work shirts to the dry cleaning. Kevin says it's a waste of money, so I just ironed them at home. I bought an iron that has a good performance. It finishes up beautifully.
What did you say? That's unacceptable.
Is something wrong with that?
His job is sales, right?
Yes.
If he doesn't wear something proper for a business meeting, he will be embarrassed. Have you ever thought how important his job is?
Kevin said ironing at home is enough.
I don't think you're doing your job as a housewife. You despise your husband and only think about cutting corners.
I'm not trying to cut corners. I've discussed this with Kevin and we both agreed.
Kevin is a kind man. He's just trying to take care of you who can't do the housework. Can't you even understand that?
I doubt that. I don't get that kind of impression from him anyway.
Oh, God. You are such a cocky woman. You always talk back to me. Why can't you listen to what I say?
I didn't mean to be cocky.
Anyway,
Think about Kevin and do all the housework above anything else. I understand. Sharon? Good morning, Ruth. It's an early Sunday morning. What happened? You both are off today, right? Yes, we are. We're going to spend quality time at home. Kevin is all set to cook breakfast today. Huh? Wait a minute. I can't believe you're making Kevin cook breakfast on his day off. He's always busy, but he prepares meals for me. He said he'd make me breakfast today. So you're just waiting for breakfast to be ready? Well, I'm looking forward to it. In my family, I never let my husband and son do that. Is that so? Your husband is out there working as hard as he can every day. Yes, I'm well aware of that. If you know that, you should at least let him relax on his days off. Don't you think so? Actually, we're going to watch a movie from now. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't make Kevin do chores on his day off. I see. I was extra busy during my days off because I had to take care of my husband and son more than usual. I hope you do the same for Kevin. I respect your hard work very much, Ruth. But those are not the times we live in anymore. Kevin enjoys doing the chores. I told you, he's just being nice to you since he's a kind man, didn't I? Even if that's true, that's our problem, so we'll discuss it. Don't worry about that. What do you mean? That's enough. I'm getting irritated just listening to your nonsense talking. Sorry for that. Good evening, Ruth. I need to ask you something. What is it? I know this is sudden, but do you have plans for next week's public holiday? Why? Actually, we're going to get together with relatives at my house. I was wondering if you and your husband could come too. Kevin would like both of you to come. Oh, really? I was going to say no, but since it's Kevin's idea, I'll accept your invitation. Besides, I look forward to meeting my relatives. Anyway, I think my husband can't go since he'll be playing golf. I see, too bad. Then you can come alone. Okay, I understand. I don't really want to see you, so don't get me wrong. I'm only going because Kevin wants me to. I know. I'm sure Kevin will be pleased. By the way, I have a favor to ask you. What? Sounds creepy. What are you asking me to do? Actually, it seems that everyone has plans for the morning and during the day. Besides, we're going out for shopping. We've decided that the best time for the family to get together is in the evening. So, could you come in the evening? Why can't I go early? You're up to something, aren't you? Absolutely not. It's just that it would be a shame not to be able to greet you when you arrive. I have preparations to do. Is that really the reason? You can trust me for that. So, could you please come in the evening? Sure. Can you promise me? I promise. So stop being so persistent. You want me to go in the evening, don't you? I know exactly what I'm doing. Good. Now please keep your plans open for next week's public holiday. I look forward to it. Ruth, where are you? Please contact me. What is it? You broke your promise, didn't you? What do you mean? I told you to come over in the evening. So what? You promised me, but you came into my house, didn't you? I have the key to your house anyway. Besides, why should I wait until the evening? There is no way I could wait that long. That's why I told you not to come before the evening. I reminded you, didn't I? You didn't want me to go, did you? What do you mean? Because, you said your relatives are getting together. So I wondered what kind of food you prepared. That pizza you made looked so disgusting. I beg your pardon? The dough is soggy. I like thin and crispy dough. I thought you know what I like. That's a terrible thing to say. And what's with those ugly-looking cupcakes? How can you serve such unattractive cupcakes to people? It's so embarrassing. Ruth, will you stop talking like that? You're being so rude. It's too embarrassing for people to think that my son's wife made those food. I threw away all those bad-looking dishes before the relatives came. All of them? Yes, everything. I put it all in a garbage bag and left it near the front door, so please dispose that later. You should thank me because your relatives will never notice how bad you are at cooking. Oh my God, that's horrible. It seems that you don't understand anything about people's kindness. Stop being cocky. Who do you think you're talking to? No one would eat such a terrible dish anyway. For your information, I didn't cook those dishes. Huh? What do you mean by that? If you didn't cook it, who did? It was your son. No way. Kevin did that? Besides, my cousins have been staying over since yesterday. They were happily making those while discussing with each other. But look at what you've done. Why? Why did Kevin and my nephews cook? Didn't you celebrate your 60th birthday the other day? We haven't celebrated with you yet. So Kevin said that he really wanted to celebrate your birthday. Oh no. Kevin said that you like to have a lively party. That's why he's been in touch with his cousins. He did that all for me? That's right. Kevin and his cousins get along well, right? So they decided to go on with the celebration right away. Stop lying to me. Why didn't you say so from the beginning? Kevin said he really wanted to surprise you, so he pretended as if he knew nothing. He asked me to invite you. I didn't know about that. Oh, what have I done? What should I do to fix this, Sharon? I can't do anything to save those food you threw away. I'm not a magician. Don't say that. Think of a way instead. You're my son's wife, right? I think it's better to be honest and apologize to Kevin and the others. You idiot. If I do that, they'll know that I dumped those dishes. Yes, but it's true, so it can't be helped, right? I got a nice idea. What is it? Why don't you tell them that you were the one who threw those away? Huh? Why should I? There's no reason for me to do that. You can give me any reason you want. For example, you are too bad at cooking that you lost confidence. You were so shocked that you ended up throwing everything into the trash bin. Also, you should tell them that you're going to buy some fancy cupcakes instead. I think you should just be honest. What do you mean? Everyone makes mistakes. So why don't you just apologize honestly? Absolutely not. Why not? Kevin would hate me if I do that, and my nephews will be disappointed too. Besides, my siblings will get mad at me. You just want to look good in front of everyone, don't you? That's not my main intention. Anyway, please do as you're told. That's impossible. Why? Because Kevin and his cousins are watching this exchange. What? Why didn't you say that earlier? You're always too late for everything. Well, I think it's too late to say anything. By the way, Kevin is very angry. I can understand how he feels. He tried so hard to make you happy and even cooked for you, but you threw it all away. Please, let me explain. I didn't know that he cooked those dishes. When Kevin's cousins found out that their dish had been thrown away, they went home in disappointment. I feel sorry for them because it was me and Kevin who came up with the idea to have a party. Oh no. Your nephew said that they don't want to see you anymore. I don't think they'll ever see you again.
No kidding.
Besides, just like what you told me about your concern, I'm sure your siblings are furious too.
What should I do? It's all your fault.
Why? I didn't do anything wrong. It's your fault. If you had the heart to listen to what people have to say, this wouldn't have happened.
I don't need you to tell me that. You tore apart my relatives, even my son. How are you going to take responsibility for that?
It's none of my business. If you think you can do something about it, I think you should apologize first.
I can't do that. My pride won't allow it.
I don't think this is the right time to talk about pride. If you can't do it, you won't be able to get along with your relatives again.
You're lying. I have a good relationship with my relatives. Hey, that's enough. Huh? Kevin, is that you? Yeah, I'm so disappointed in you, Mom. I feel so sorry for my cousins who wanted to celebrate your 60th birthday. What am I supposed to tell them when I meet them next time? I'm sorry. It's my fault I made you and your cousins sad. But honestly speaking, it's Sharon's fault. She didn't give me a proper explanation, so I didn't know anything. Don't you dare blame my wife. It's not her fault. But she didn't explain to me properly. I asked her to do so. Now I understand how you've been abusing her all these years. I'm not abusing her. Don't talk to me like I'm some sort of wife beater. What you did to Sharon is bullying. I've heard about how you've been treating her so badly, but now that I'm married to Sharon, I asked her to put up with it because I didn't want you to feel lonely. What? Sharon told you about her communication with me? That's an invasion of privacy. Sharon shouldn't have done that. You have no right to say that, Mom, because you just ripped my heart apart. Kevin, my dear, I'm sorry I threw away your food. I'm sure my cousins feel the same way. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. What are you talking about? You can't say that. I'm your mother. It doesn't matter. Let's just cut ties. I don't want anything to do with someone who hurts people's hearts, even if the person is my own mother. Don't say that. You're my only child. Don't cut ties with me. Then you should just pretend you never had a child. That's too much to bear. For your information, I'm very angry. I'm going to block your number from now on. Kevin, wait. I'm sorry. Please, forgive me. Sorry to interrupt. Kevin got angry and went to his bedroom. Hey, Kevin is so angry, so you should apologize to him. Why should I apologize? It's because you didn't provide me a proper explanation. Tell him that you're sorry for making things worse between me and him. Go apologize to him. Ruth, with all due respect, you don't seem to understand why your son got angry. Huh? Are you being cocky again? Frankly speaking, I can't help you. I hope you will receive a severe scolding and punishment from Kevin and your other relatives. You should reflect on what you've done. Sharon, I won't forgive you. Are you trying to take away everything precious from me? It seems that there's nothing more I can say to you. I'm going to block your number after this exchange. What? Wait a minute. Don't do that. I've already decided. No, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. So please clear up everyone's misunderstanding. It seems that you can't stop blabbering nonsense, so let's end our conversation here. Goodbye. No, wait! After that, my father-in-law, who found out what had happened, scolded his wife. Ruth was very careful to check up on me, but as expected,
She completely neglected my father-in-law and did whatever she wants in her own way. My father-in-law declared that he's going to educate Ruth about common sense from scratch. He is lecturing her every day, keeping a close eye on her. Ruth is doing the housework unwillingly. Also, her relatives are still very upset. They are saying that they will stop socializing with her. Kevin still can't seem to forgive his mother for making him and his cousins so sad. He says he has no intention of seeing her at the moment. Ruth, who had the intention to bully me, is now hated by all her family members and relatives. I feel sorry for her, but she deserves it. I'm living a comfortable life now that I don't have to deal with Ruth's pestering messages. If she shows some remorse, I would like to visit her someday. Mom, what time will you be home? I'm afraid to be alone at night. Please come home soon. Anyway, Lydia went out too.
I'm working and you're too noisy. Can't you at least take care of the house by yourself? I hope you've done the cleaning, the laundry, the dishes too. I won't forgive you if you don't help with the housework.
Yes, I did everything you told me.
Then don't bother to text me and go to bed right away.
Mom, I miss you.
You're so annoying, you know that? Cecilia, I need to talk to you about something.
What is it?
Your best friend was rich, wasn't she?
Oh, you mean Julia? Yeah, her dad is the president of a company.
That's not important. Can I borrow some money from her?
What? Why?
Because we don't have any money, that's why. You know we're poor, right?
I know, but I don't want to borrow money from a friend. It would make our relationship awkward.
Huh? You can't work, so do something for the sake of our family. At least, borrow some money from your friend.
I can't. Julia is my dear friend. I don't want to trouble her.
You're so cocky. You won't be able to go to school if I don't pay your tuition fee. Shut up and just listen to me.
Why don't you just ask my sister instead? Lydia is surrounded by rich people with shiny jewelry. You're aware of that, aren't you?
Why should I do that? I'm asking you, not Lydia. You're not supposed to bother her since you're the youngest, right?
Excuse me? You're asking me to do something insane to begin with. I don't get it. Anyway, I don't want to borrow money from a friend.
You're always so cocky. What a useless girl. Hey, what are you doing? I just got a call from the manager.
The manager? About what?
You didn't know?
No, what?
I think I forgot to tell you. I want you to work the convenience store instead of me.
Convenience store? What do you mean by that?
You should have guessed that much. You'll be working there from today.
What? I don't understand. I didn't hear anything about that. What on earth are you doing? I'm about to enter the testing period at school.
You're supposed to work.
I don't have time to work at the convenience store. It's your job. You're responsible for it. Will you stop pushing me to do it?
You don't even borrow money from your friends, so go work for our family's sake.
Why do you want me to do that? I'm still a student. My school doesn't allow me to work. If you want me to work so badly, you should go and get permission from the school. I wonder why I have to work.
Don't be cocky. Get going. You'll be late.
I don't want to. Stop forcing me to do what you want. You should understand my current circumstances.
You know that we're struggling to make ends meet, right? You should at least help out by working outside. You can't just be a useless daughter forever.
If you insist so much, why don't you let Lydia do the work? She's graduated from school. She's been hanging around with random people all day. She needs to get her life in order. So why don't you let her work instead?
Why should I make your sister work? She seems to be happy every day. I don't want to trouble her.
I don't think that's a proper reason. If you want me to work, first of all, let my sister, who has a lot of spare time, work. I'm still in high school and I need to do my duty as a student.
Huh? How can you say that? I don't know why, but you're ugly.
What?
You're not pretty like your sister. You don't even have a good style, right? I don't care if you're a student or not. It's only natural that you, who's hard to look at, should be the one to work.
No way. I can't believe you just said that. I'm your own daughter, Mom.
I don't even like to think of you as my daughter. I've been ashamed to introduce you as my daughter since you were a little girl.
That's horrible.
Your sister, on the other hand, is pretty, stylish, and good-natured. It's a big difference, isn't it? I feel bad for your dead father if I make your sister work at the convenience store. Anyway, we're poor, so you should at least work to earn your own tuition fee.
I told you that my school doesn't allow students to do part-time jobs, didn't I? I don't understand. I admit that Lydia is cute. I also admit that she has a good style. But she's no longer a student, so she should get a job. Don't you think so? She's just fooling around all night long instead of working.
Stop talking back to me. What a cocky girl. We don't have any money to make ends meet.
Then why don't you work more? You didn't even last at your part-time job at the convenience store, did you? It seems like you're spending all the money my father left for you. Why don't you work yourself before you make me work?
How dare you talk to your mother like that? I used the money your father left to raise you and your sister. You have no idea how hard I worked. Don't talk as if you know everything.
For us? What did you do for me?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Liar. I was always home alone. I ate whatever was left in the fridge, take a shower by myself, did my homework alone. I got up in the morning and went to school by myself too. I ate a lot of school lunch because there was no breakfast for me. Whenever I arrived home, I felt so lonely and sad that I ended up crying.
So what? You should be thankful you have a home to go back to.
But you didn't treat my sister the same way.
What do you mean?
I know. You went to eat out with her in secret all the time. You bought her everything she wanted. I still have to put up with that until now.
Isn't that natural? Lydia is your elder sister. As her younger sister, you are the one who have to put up with things.
That's not fair. Mom, you keep saying that we're poor and needy, but I'm sure that Lydia is living a good life now. I'm the only one who has to put up with it. And on top of that, I'm still a high school student, but you want me to work. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What have you been saying all this time? Comparing yourself to your sister is a big mistake. I'm sorry, but you're just as ugly as a slave. From now on, you will work for me and your sister. Of course, you can study too.
This is just too much to bear. Are you really my mother?
You were the one who made me say it. Why don't you just shut up and go work at the convenience store? You should be thankful that you can go to high school. There are people who can't even go to school. Why are you complaining about having dinner alone? You should be thankful that you can eat dinner. Stop messing around and hurry up. I'll get scolded by the store manager if you don't go.
Mom, are you serious? Do I really have to work at the convenience store? Can't you just wait until I graduate from high school?
I've been telling you for a while now, we don't have the money. I need money to pay for your tuition fee. If you have any gratitude for that, you should at least get a part-time job at a convenience store.
You didn't let my sister do anything. That's terrible.
Never mind about Lydia. She's cute, so I'll let her do whatever she wants. She's my angel, but you're not. If you want to go to high school, go earn your own money for what you need.
Jeez.
If you have a problem with that,
You are free to leave the house anytime you want. Our lives will be easier if you do that. What a terrible thing to say. I still can't believe that you're my mother. I'm not asking you to quit high school and work. You can do that much, so shut up and do what your mother tells you to do. Are you finished with your work? I need to talk to you. It's not a good story anyway, is it? You don't have to text me anyway. I'll be home soon. That's not what I meant. Today's story is good news for you. What is it? Well, you see, I have a debt. Huh? We're already paying the minimum amount for that monthly. Did you borrow money again? What kind of debt? It's your sister's. She said she found someone she likes and wants to move in with him. As a mother, I can't just kick her out, can I? What? You told me to leave, didn't you? Did I? She's going to rent a place to live with him. It took a lot of money to rent an apartment and furnish it. It can't be helped. Lydia loves expensive things, so I have no doubt that she asked you to buy those. You don't have to say that. Everyone wants to buy what they like. I see. I haven't had anything extravagant bought for me since I was a kid anyway. Stop complaining! So when I checked the household budget, I found that my debt had ballooned. With my income, it's going to be tough to pay the debt. You're not going to ask me to take on more part-time work, are you? No kidding. In the first place, you didn't have to pay for Lydia's moving out expenses. She decided that by herself, so she's the one who should be paying for all she needs, not you. Why didn't you just let her and her boyfriend take care of those on their own? And what do you mean you can't pay back your debt? That's not good news at all. I'm not happy about this. I'm not saying my debt and the fact that your sister moved out is a good news. So, the good news is actually, I don't want to hear anything about that. I won't borrow money from my friends. I won't even get more part-time jobs. You don't have to do that. I've found an easier way to get out of debt. That way, you can quit your convenience store job too, right? What? I wonder if debts are something that can be paid off in an instant. I don't think so. Mom, are you up to no good again this time? Up to no good? How rude. Can you stop talking like that? It's a really simple thing to do. I've never received any decent offer from you. I know that there's definitely something fishy going on. That's not true. I'm talking about adoption. You'll just need to become another family's kid. It's so easy, isn't it? What? Adoption. No way. A colleague of mine at work couldn't have kids, and she was having a hard time. I've been listening to her story for a while. Because of her age, she said that she's willing to adopt a high school kid. You're just the right person for that. Oh my God. What a horrible mother. In this day and age, have you ever considered about my feelings? You want me to go into a foster home? I'm not some sort of animal. Why are you so angry? It's a good story. They're probably going to love you very much. You could even quit your job at the convenience store. Mom? What is it? You're okay with that? What do you mean? Of course it's okay, because it makes everyone happy. Are you happy with that? Why are you asking that? Lydia is not your only daughter. I'm your daughter too, but you want me to go for adoption? Oh, now I understand what you're trying to say. Don't worry about it. You were useless to begin with. I'm willing to let you go. Is that all I am to you? I guess so. You're not pretty nor stylish. You also complain a lot. I have no problem at all if you leave. That's why I want to take advantage of this rare opportunity. I've decided to let you go for adoption to cover my debt. I don't want you, so get out. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. I'm leaving then. Yeah, you can leave now. You don't have anything else useful to do. At least, I can get rid of my debt now. Besides, I'll never have to see your face again. Thank God for that. Mom. All right. I'm not going to miss you since you keep talking like that. I'll cut ties with you and Lydia starting from today. Let's do that. Long time no see. How are you? Who is it? It's me, Cecilia, your mother. Your number isn't registered as my mother. You must have texted the wrong account. That can't be right. I'm your birth mother. Is that so? But you're a complete stranger to me now, aren't you? You're amazing, Cecilia. I heard you work for a world-famous company, don't you? You're a stranger. It's none of your business. Where did you find that out? Don't just investigate people without their permission. I went to the trouble of changing my phone to prevent you from contacting me. I ask every one of your high school friends. I can't believe you went that far. What the hell do you want? I know that. It's all about the money anyway. I didn't expect you will notice that soon. How did you find out? I knew it. I'm actually in financial trouble. Are you still having trouble with money? Nothing has changed from 8 years ago. Just explain to me. Please, I'm really in trouble. Can you lend me some money? How much do you need? Are you telling me that you're willing to lend me some money? Thank you. You're the best daughter I've ever had. I'm glad to have you. So, I want to borrow $70,000. Huh? I thought you gave me up for adoption and cleared your debts with the money you received. Did you get into debt again after that? For $70,000? What kind of a person are you? Are you so stupid that you keep making the same mistake? How dare you talk to me like that? Are you making fun of me? Because you're an idiot. You must have gone through a hard time and now you're going into debt again. Well, I think I was the one who went through a hard time. Your sister is getting married. She wants to go abroad for her honeymoon, so I thought I'd help her out with some financial support. When can you give me the cash? What? Who said anything about giving you cash? Didn't you say that you'd help me? I just wanted to know what's been going on for the last 8 years. That's all. Please don't contact me anymore. We are strangers now. You annoy me like hell. Wait. If I can't come up with the money within 5 days, it's going to be horrible. Please, help me. You're my daughter, aren't you? I'm not your daughter anymore. I cut off my family 8 years ago. Honestly speaking, you were the one who cut me off. Don't pretend to be my family now. I'm sorry. I've done terrible things to you, but the debt collectors were after me. I had no choice than to rely on you. It was hard for me too, you know. Is your new mother being nice to you? I heard stepmothers are nasty, so I hope she doesn't bully you. If you feel that way, why did you let her adopt me? To me, you're the worst mother on earth. I told you that I'm sorry for what I've done to you, didn't I? I was in a lot of pain back then. A lot of pain? You gotta be kidding me. I don't even know what to say. I won't let you be lonely anymore. From now on, you and me will live together again. We're family. Stop talking nonsense, will you? I have a family of my own. Huh? My parents who adopted me are very nice people, and I respect them. They welcome me warmly. They worked hard to help me with my studies, which I was way behind at the time of adoption. They even stayed up late at night with me. They made my transition from college to work so smooth. Now I want to show my gratitude to them. I'd like to show them a lovely grandchild. What? Are you married? Yes, I'm married to the president of a company. He was the new president. I was his secretary before we started dating and got married. Company president? Good to hear that you got married to a rich man. Well, I guess people around me think that I married him because of his fortune. But that's not the reason. We got married because we really love each other. So there's no room for you. Goodbye. That's terrible. If you're the president's wife, why can't you at least lend me some money? You can even help me with my living expenses too. Don't play dumb with me. Of course, my husband knows that I was adopted. Besides, I told him how lousy my birth mother is. He was so shocked when he heard the whole story.
Did you tell him everything?
Of course. They told me to cut all ties with you and my sister too. I have a lot of family to take care of, so don't count on me anymore.
Oh no. If you abandon us, what should we do?
You still have Lydia. She's pretty and you're very proud of her, right? I'm sure she'll help you.
No, she's not gonna help me.
I know. She's desperate in supporting her favorite band, right?
How do you know?
A while ago, Lydia came to borrow money from me. She wanted to contribute to her favorite band, but she didn't have the money. So I gave her some money. In exchange, she said she'll get a job. She's my elder sister after all. She never did anything to me, good or bad, so I thought I'd help her out for once.
That's not fair. You should help me because I'm your mother. I gave birth to you, remember?
Thanks to you, that I feel like a mess almost my entire life. You made me feel lonely. You forced me to borrow money from my friends, and to top it all off, I was forced to work at the convenience store. In the end, you gave me up for adoption. Well, I'm happy now, so I don't hold a grudge on you, but I'm done with you.
Please don't say that.
But Lydia didn't work hard. I introduced her to a job at a live music club where her favorite band holds their concert because she said that she was desperate to work there.
What? Was it your fault that Lydia has become more aggressive in chasing that band?
That's great. That's where she met her current boyfriend, and she seemed to be having a good time with him. Well, it looks like both of them are die-hard fans of that band. Did I do something wrong? I just did what my sister asked me to do.
You can imagine what would happen if I told your sister about a place like that. Oh my God, what have you done? She said that she wants to marry her boyfriend. Both of them are racking up debts. How are you going to take the responsibility for that?
Lydia is just like you.
What?
She goes into debt so easily. Then, she always tries to rely on me. It's all your fault for not teaching her how to deal with money properly.
No, it's your fault. You must pay off our debts and take care of our lives from now on.
Why should I do that? We are strangers now. I've been told by my family to stay away from you and Lydia, so don't contact me anymore.
Why are you still talking like that? I'm in front of your house now.
What did you say?
Your room is on the 5th floor, right? I'm gonna go in your room and take everything I can sell. Brace yourself.
Hey, don't do that. You're trespassing.
Is your foster father and mother here? It's been so long since I've seen them. They'd be surprised if me and your sister broke in.
Stop it.
If you want us to stop, give us money. Also, you must pay for our living expenses too.
No, I can't do that.
Well then, I'll ring the bell to pretend that I'm a delivery man. Then I'll break into your house.
Will you do that even though it's a stranger's house now?
What are you talking about?
My current parents bought a high-rise, so we're not living there anymore. I moved in with my husband, so I left the house anyway. I'm sorry to hear that you got the wrong house.
Okay then, who lives here now?
I don't know.
Huh? No way.
Looks like you finally committed a crime.
No, I didn't. I just didn't know that you're no longer living here. It's not a crime. Why should I have to go through all these troubles? I don't understand.
You are breaking the law if you try to enter someone's house without permission. What you're doing is trespassing and damaging property. From now on, good luck paying off your debts and atoning for your sins. My mother was caught by the person at the house she entered, and then the police were called. The police officer who arrived at the scene caught her red-handed. When she forced her way in through the front door, she broke an antique that was on display. They settled out of court for $10,000 in compensation and consolation money. As a result, she got into more debt. She borrowed and paid multiple times, so her debts continue to rise. It seems that she's having a hard time to stay afloat. Finally, she was taken care of by a scary person who forced her to move from one live-in job to another with constant supervision. I heard that she had to work all her life just to pay back her debts. I hope they don't sell her off to some strange place. I think she deserves that, considering what I have been through since I was a little girl. From now on, I will live happily with my own family who will take good care of me. I'm Oliver's sister. May I have a moment? Oh, Scarlett? How did you find out my number? I asked Oliver. I see. I can't believe you sent me a text. It looks like we have become a family already. I'm so happy. Huh? Don't get me wrong. What? I stayed quiet since there was everyone from your family and our family earlier. But there's something I want to tell you. Yes? What is it? You're unemployed, right? My brother is nice enough to call you a work-from-home person. But you're just an unemployed person staying at home all day, huh? You're a bum who wants to depend on my brother's income to live. That's such a horrible thing to say. It's true that I stay at home most of the time, but I am employed. Seeing you getting frustrated like that and denying it looks like you're trying to hide it because you're ashamed of yourself. Scarlett, what on earth are you talking about? What are you trying to say? You're not perceptive at all. I'm saying that I'm ashamed that you're going to marry my brother and become my family. What? Why? Why? You're already old but staying at home, living off your parents' money? And on top of that, you're going to be a bum? I'm too embarrassed to introduce you to anyone. I'm not living off my parents' money. I have a job. I do have an income. I'm telling you to stop lying. Even if you do have an income, it's not that much, is it? Anyway, I'm embarrassed that my brother's wife is unemployed. Can you cancel the marriage? No. Does Oliver know about this? Of course he doesn't know. My brother is an honest, kind boy. He's been tricked into believing you, scammer. I have to do something about it. That's why I texted you. Wait a minute. I have a job. I have an income. I am not a scammer. Why should I cancel the marriage? I just work from home. I mean, I can even live on my income alone. How dare you? You're unemployed. Get over yourself. My brother works hard and walking around outside in summer and winter for work. He's the best salesman in his department. And his wife is unemployed? He's the one who will get embarrassed by anyone else. No, hey. No excuses! But Oliver's the one who has a great record, and it has nothing to do with you, right? Of course, it has nothing to do with our marriage either. God, can't you shut your mouth? Why can't you just shut up and follow what I say? We just met a few minutes ago, remember? Everyone looked so happy. I don't understand why you're suddenly asking us to stop getting married. I don't even understand the reason. I'm telling you, it's because you're unemployed. I'm asking you to stop relying on my brother's income to get married. Don't you understand? Scarlett, not everyone at home is unemployed. Nowadays, we value individuality. There are many ways to work. You don't have to walk around outside. What's with that tone? It sounds like my brother is incompetent. No, that's not what I meant. I just wanted to say that there are many options for work. You've been talking back to me. So annoying. You're incompetent, but you've got a lot to say. I'm just trying to keep things civil through text, so be quiet and obey me. No, I don't care what anyone says. I'm marrying Oliver. You're underestimating me just because I'm nice to you. I'm not underestimating. Plus, I don't think you're nice. You'll get hurt if you're carried away. I won't say anything bad about it. Call off the marriage, is that clear? Oliver, do you have time now?
Yeah, thanks for today. I'm so glad to introduce you to my family and meet your family. Now all we have to do is to get ready for the wedding. I'm not worried since I have you though.
Yeah.
What's going on? You don't seem to be excited.
Oliver, are you okay with me?
What?
What do you like about me?
What's wrong with you all of a sudden? Well, if I were to say, you're strong-willed and cheerful. The fact that you care about me more than anyone else, I guess.
Are you sure I'm the right person to marry?
Why are you asking me that? I want to marry you. That's why we introduced to each other's family, right?
I'm not a woman who works hard in an office.
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Well, actually,
What?
you know, I work from home. So I thought maybe I'd look like unemployed to other people.
I don't understand what you want to say.
Your sister told me that she's embarrassed because I look so...
Huh? She said that? Don't worry about it.
Well, even if you say so.
Actually, she experienced a marriage scam once.
What?
She was tricked by a guy's profession and high income, so she's a bit sensitive about marriage. We all may be scammed no matter which gender we have.
So she thought I was a bum and relying on you?
I don't think so, but I'm sure she was worried about me in her own way. So please don't take it personally.
I see.
I'm sorry if I made you feel bad. I'll talk to her, so don't worry.
Yeah, okay. I want to get along with your sister, so I'll do my best to make her understand various things from now on.
Yeah, let's be happy. And let's start preparing for the wedding too.
Of course. I feel so much better now that I've talked to you. I'm sorry to bother you at a busy time.
Not at all.
Finally, it's your wedding! I can't wait to see you as a bride. Scarlett, thank you very much. We're about to arrive at the waiting room. I'm so glad you're looking forward to it. Have you already arrived? Yup. I'm in the bride's room right now. What? Scarlett, aren't you in the wrong room? You need to go to the groom's waiting room. But I needed to go to the bride's room, so I asked the staff to unlock it for me. What? What do you want in that room? I just wanted to take a look at your dress. My dress? Ah! What's wrong, Scarlett? Oh, sorry. I ripped your dress. What? It's a stained dress from the beginning, so no problem. No one will be happy to see you in this dress. Scarlett, I can't believe you ripped the dress. What are you doing? It's a top quality dress. Oh my. I warned you not to marry my brother, and you ignored me, so I had to punish you. Why can't I marry Oliver? It's obvious, because you are after my brother's income. You're going to continue your unemployed life, being a parasite to him, aren't you? What the hell? You're unemployed, yet you tried to marry him. You're going to make it easy for yourself by staying at home and make my brother work, right? It's so obvious. My brother studied hard and got a job at a prestigious company. You're just after his money, huh? That's not true. I love him with all my heart. He understands me better than anyone else. I'm happy when we are together. Of course you are! He makes a lot of money. He would take you to a nice restaurant and buy you whatever you want. It's convenient for you. Of course you'll be happy. Who would let an unemployed person like you marry my brother? I will not let you marry him no matter what. I ripped your dress anyway. Well, if you really want to wear it, you can. I'll wait for you here. Scarlett, the relatives will be here soon. I know it's hard to cancel the wedding. You're going to wear this tattered dress and appear in front of everyone. I can't wait to see you. Or will you call off the wedding like I told you? You think you're allowed to do that? It's going to cause trouble for everyone. The wedding isn't about me alone. You're unemployed and yet you're cheeky. If you insist on having a wedding, you can wear this tattered dress. Anyway, you should take a look at the dress. You can cry, or wear this tattered dress, or you can quit the marriage. It's up to you. Fine. This wedding is over. Huh? That was so easy. Well, it's no use worrying about it on the wedding day. Well then, you'll just have to keep on living your life as an unemployed. Scarlett, where are you? How can you text me? I bet you're sobbing your eyes out right now, huh? Your wedding is over. What are you talking about? The ceremony is about to start. What? What are you talking about? Did you go crazy from shock? Nope. We've rearranged the wedding. Thanks to the staff's effort, the time is on schedule. I don't understand what you're talking about. There's no way you can get ready for the wedding in that tattered dress. I've dressed up and come all this way, so I'm on my way to the restaurant to have a fancy lunch and then go home. Can you please not interrupt by texting me? What are you talking about, Scarlett? I'm wearing my wedding dress and done with my hair and makeup. I'm ready to walk down the aisle. Huh? Are you dreaming? Did you go crazy from being unemployed? It seems you're misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? What is it? What do you mean? I've been telling you for a while, but I am employed. Huh? Are you still saying that? I'm done talking to you. I am the manager of this wedding hall. How can you tell such a big lie? I don't have time for that nonsense. I'm not lying. In fact, I've just finished getting ready, and I'm about to get married. What do you mean? I went to the office after that, called the staff, and had them get a new dress ready immediately. There were other weddings scheduled for today, and they looked panicked. I felt sorry for them because of my own trouble, but they were all nice and knew my body size very well, so they were able to find me several wedding dresses that would suit me. They are really wonderful. They have a great sense of style, so I was able to find my favorite dress right away. I'm sorry I couldn't wear the dress you ripped. That's a lie. There's no way you run a wedding hall. You've always stayed at home and you didn't even work. I told you I was working from home. Of course, I did show up a few times a week. We have connections with planners overseas to make weddings the best ceremony possible. We always share information and discuss every detail from the dress to the decorations, the food, and the presents. I do this work from home using my own computer, so that's why I stay at home during the day. You know there's a time gap. What? You are employed? I've said from the beginning that I am. I also do the travel business for newlyweds, so I make about $200,000 a year. Now you finally understand? It can't be! So, Oliver and I will hold the wedding ceremony as planned. And he and your parents were making a big fuss about your absence, so I told them the whole story. You're kidding! Why did you tell them? Because there's no way to lie to them. They called you several times, but you didn't answer. Oh, I turned off the phone to prevent you from calling me. See? That's why I told them the truth. They were very angry. Of course, you can't believe someone in your family would do such a terrible thing. I would feel sad too if I had such a family member. Wait a minute. I'll come back, so take back what you told them. Tell them it was your mistake. Huh? How is that possible? That will never happen. Then what am I supposed to do? My brother and parents are mad at me, right? Well, your parents said they would never forgive you for doing such a terrible thing to their son's wife. They disown you. What? Oh no! Oliver's eyes were bloodshot. He said, I can't believe my sister would do such a thing. What kind of grudge does she have against us to do such a terrible thing? I'm going to cut her off. Like that. Then I can't go to the wedding, and I can't even go back home. Right. But don't you deserve it? What are you saying? Well, you called me unemployed and even sent me harassing messages. And to top it off, you ripped my dress. I've been doing this job for many years. And as far as I know, this is unbelievable. You went this far because you didn't want me and Oliver to get married. No, I just thought my brother was being tricked. I thought you were using him to get what you wanted. I was just worried, that's all. It was just a kind sisterly thing, you know? Kind? Don't be silly. Do you know how many people have been troubled because of you? I want you to think about how much I've been hurt. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. So please convince Oliver and my parents. Tell them I did nothing wrong. I did something to mislead them, please. You're still talking like that. You're a really stupid person. I can't believe you're their family member. I'm their family by blood. That's why I have to attend your wedding. No, you don't have to. You can't do that, can you? I'm a family and they have a seat for me. Don't worry. Your parents will explain everything and take care of it. They are going to pretend you don't exist. What? Hold on. What do you mean I don't exist? I told you earlier, didn't I? Both your parents and Oliver have decided to break off relationship with you, which means you don't exist. But what about all the stuff we prepared so far? I'm supposed to be introduced as a groom's sister. It's okay. I'll have the seating chart for the reception, the list of names, the table seating, the photos and videos deleted by our excellent staff. How could you do such a terrible thing? Which one of us did a terrible thing? You ripped my dress on my wedding day. That's impossible. That's... The ceremony is about to start, so if you'll excuse me now. Wait a minute, I'll come. Oh, and as for the dress you ripped off and the staff's extra work, I'll be sure to bill you later. Please keep that in mind. As a wedding hall manager, I can sue you for destruction of property. What? Are you trying to turn me in to the police? Please don't do that. Please. I'll become an ex-convict. Well, I'll discuss it with the staff and think about it later. I don't want to think about that before the wedding. Well then, Oliver and I will be happy. Please don't worry about anything. Hey, don't abandon me. Please, I'll apologize again and again. Please, forgive me. There was a little bit of confusion because Scarlett didn't attend the ceremony. But her parents managed it well and the wedding went smoothly. During the reception, the fact leaked from somewhere and Oliver's business associates and friends were gossiping about it, but it was none of my business. Due to her selfish beliefs and self-serving actions, Scarlett was charged for the dress and the staff's labor. The dress was the most expensive one I had bought abroad, so the bill was quite a lot. There was no way she could pay it, so she cried to her parents. They told her that they had disowned her, so she should figure it out on her own. She was kicked out of the house and rented a cheap apartment and now working 2 jobs to make ends meet. Will she be able to regain her common sense as a human being by the time she finishes paying back the money? I am considering suing her for destruction of property, depending on how she responds. I would like to thank the wonderful staff for making it a wonderful wedding ceremony that will be a memory for a lifetime. From now on, I would like to build a happy family with Oliver.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!